we wanted to speed it up as much as possible. And they really did a good job, and he's got them playing awfully hard. And I mean, if that's the 9th place team in this league and we're the 7th place team in this league, that just tells you right there how good this league is. So it was a really good Missouri Valley basketball game. Two teams working awfully hard. I thought we shared the ball very well, even though our assist turnover wasn't, as good as it needs to be. But in a low possession game like that, we grinded it out and did enough to win.
Questions? Greg, you mentioned sharing the ball. That's probably the best job you guys have done of that in a little while. Can you just talk about that? Even some of the ones you didn't convert, you got some good looks.
We did, and Justin had 6 of our 14 turnovers, and we want him to be aggressive. And they do a great job of obviously, I think they're 4th in the country in steals. They do a great job of coming to the ball handler and taking it from him. And they did that several times to us, and they got their transition going. But we only had 12 assists. It seems like we should have had more, but I try to tell Odom a lot. Sometimes you have to give it up and let somebody else make the assist. We keep it in our hands a little bit too often, but just hit the open guy, keep the ball moving, and Manny really did a good job with that tonight, just sharing the basketball. So that's why you shoot 50% against a team that's, I think, is usually holding them in the low 30s. We did a good job of sharing it.
You always talk about defense. I mean, holding with 31%, 53 points. That kind of percentage is going to win you a lot of ball games.
It will, and they want a low possession game, and they're awfully patient. You have to concentrate guarding these guys because you're going to have to guard for 30, 33 seconds about every possession. And we had some breakdowns towards the end of the possession and gave up 16 offensive rebounds. You can't do that in a low possession game for sure. But the guys were fighting, and that's a hard team to play. It's a hard team to compete against because you have to have patience at the defensive end, and guys want to have high energy and fly around down there, but you also have to have some discipline, and we're undisciplined at times, but we did a good job.
Coach, the turnovers, 14. Some of the points in the game, it seemed like a couple turnovers could have, had you not turned the ball over, could have extended the lead, maybe put it out of reach. Something you guys need to stress a little bit more.
Yeah, and we did, and I thought we finished better with that. There's no question. I think we had it at 10 one time, then they cut it all the way down to 3 perhaps, and even in the first half I think we were at 19 to 12. But that's what they do, and they're very good at it. And even though they want to play slower and make it possession basketball, when they get a steal, they turn it into points, and they're high efficiency in that. But down the stretch, we did a better job. I thought we finished tonight better than what we've been doing even in some of our close games.
Rick, can you talk about, there's nothing, you look at the box and you kind of look at the tenor of the game, there's nothing particularly fancy about it. It was kind of workmanlike, but talk about how this team has become comfortable working their way through a game. You don't need somebody to score 25 points to win a game. I imagine that part of it, even though it sounds like a backhanded compliment, I imagine you like it.
We just got to get the coach to be more comfortable, I guess, in those close games like that. But the guys, yeah, you have Jake on the floor, and that's a calming thing. And I thought DeJuan did a great job of sharing the basketball too. And we have good players. And they're playing hard, and they think they're good, and they know that they're going to make mistakes, and they can play through it. I think that's just been the maturing of our team, kind of the maturation process of the inexperience towards the beginning of the year. We're playing more together. We've had our feet in the fire in a lot of close games against a lot of good teams, and we're finding ways to win them, which is good. It's good to get your 10th win in the Valley and start out 3-1. That's for sure.
Greg, I'm guessing 9 blocks is pretty high for you guys. Is that a product of as much as they drive to the basket, is that part of it, or is it your positioning, or how would you describe that?
Well, Justin got 3 of them, and he is our one shot blocker, really. We're not a high shot blocking team, and they do get to the basket. I thought Lemon got there a lot tonight. That's the way they want to attack. I know he doesn't want to take too many threes, as they only took 8 on the night, so they're going to go, and they know they can attack some of our guys off the dribble. And Justin's a great help defender and one of our better on the ball defenders. So it was a good job. It was a good job by us on help for the most part all night.
Coach, I thought Kitchell had a couple good buckets in the second half to chip in. You guys were getting the ball inside and got to the free throw line a lot in the second half.
It's great to see Kitch do that, too. He's such a good teammate, does a really good job, a hard-working kid. And, on the ball screens tonight, we really, a lot of times with Jake or with Justin and RJ, they pop and they're shooting threes and doing those things. But the way they were guarding us, we really wanted to roll to the basket and attack the basket. And we did a good job of finding them, and Kitch did a great job of getting down there and finishing tonight.